Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing today? This is Birdman316 here with a tabletop, pit table if you will. We're going to be talking about propellers. I'm going to hold this like this so you can see it. This is the master airscrew propeller for the Phantom, or they'll fit on the up air one, they will fit on the X16, believe it or not. And I will share that with you in just a minute. Let's first go over what came in the box here. They all came, they're all white. I think they do have black ones now. I think they have in the edition for the Solo, they have them in orange, they have them in green, and black and white. If you notice, this propeller here is a little bit different. That's because this is a 9450 off-brand. It's not the DJI brand, but I'll show you some in here just in a few more minutes here. That's the propellers. Comes in this nice bag here. Check this out. This is nice. Nice little cloth bag here. Hope the camera's picking that up. And you have your instruction sheet here. Safety instructions and warnings and all that stuff, saying don't be stupid, fly safe, and always inspect your props for tightness and damage of any kind before you even take off. Comes with your instruction sheet here. Now this right here is for normal quads. Now, if this was a Hubsan, this prop here and this prop here will be turning to the right, and these props here will be turning to the left. But this is for a normal quad, which the prop here and the prop here turns left. And you know, it's got the aura for right, and it shows where to put the nuts and everything. In the old style propellers, now you've noticed this is a new style propeller here. The nut is actually built in to the hub. Okay, that's your instructions. I'm guessing this is some kind of a cleaner wipe or something like that. It comes all in this box here. And check this out. This did not come with the old style propellers. A sticker sheet. That is neat. Did not used to come in the old propeller bag. Now this right here, I'm going to skip over to this right quick. This right here is an older style. You notice there's nothing in the hub. This right here, you just plop it in there like that and find the correct motor, which this is a black hub. Matches this one, but now check the difference. This is made into the hub. This is not. Now the black propeller is going to be one that turns to the right, because you see how the blade is angled down. So if I turn it this way, then turning that way creates the thrust for that motor. And this is going to be going on the left front motor and the right rear motor of a normal quad. Now if it was a Hubsan, it'd go up on the front, on the right front and the left rear. But this is a normal quadcopter here. Another note about these props here, if you have a Phantom 4 with the snap-on props or click-on props or however they are designed, these are adapters, but you click on, I'm not sure, I don't have a Phantom 4, so I'm guessing you click these on, or it's got little bolts and things here. I'm guessing it clicks onto the motors and it has threads right here, and then you go from there, and then you put the normal prop on, like this is like for the Phantom 3 or the Phantom 2 or the Phantom 1. And like I said, it does fit the up air and the X16 and anything else that runs like the correct thread that takes a 9450 style prop. There's a bunch of birds out there that take such a prop, but you're probably wondering, why does he have a 9450 off-brand in the middle of these master air screws? Well, I'll show you. Let me show you right quick. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Check this out. This is one of my up air birds right here. I mean, up air. Gee whiz. One of my X16 birds here. Okay. Which I have already put one of the props on here, but it's not really tight. I just wanted to put it on here just for a reference so you guys can see. I hope this camera's picking this up. I was really concerned about this prop going on this motor correctly. See how it's really snug to the motor like it's supposed to be. And some of them, now the actual DJI 9450 prop, which looks like this, does not correctly fit on this motor here. There would be a gap between the motor and the prop. That probably isn't advisable to put them on there if there's a gap there. Now these off-brand 9450s, they fit on here no problem. That's what the rest of these props are. Off-brand 9450s. Now the real deal, the real DJI ones will not work on the X16. Unless you want to take a chance on having that gap there. I don't want to take no chance on having no gap between the motor and my prop. No sirree, Jimbo Bobby, no way. But these props here, this is a new style prop here. I'm sure the old style prop will fit the same way. But you can't run these on. These are 10-inch and these are 9-inch props here. And there's a little note about the rear prop here. Let me show you something. It's very close. I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up. It's very close to the body. Let me spin it around this way. This side's even closer. Now actually it did rub just a tiny bit on the body. I hope this camera's picking this up. Let me get around this way like this so it might show a little bit better. It's really close. But I used to watch the helicopters take off from the hospital and stuff just out of fascination, just to watch them. Let me spin this around this way and I'll show you what helicopters do when they lift off. Their blades, the main rotor flexes up a little bit like this when they lift off. So with it flexing up like this at all times, keeping this thing in the air, means it will raise up away from the body a little bit further. That's my theory, and that's what I've seen when I used to record, or I used to record the sound. I never recorded the video because this was back in the 80s and they didn't have the video recording equipment they have today, so that shows my age, don't it? But anyway, the props, the main rotors would flex up like this, because when it would flex up and the vehicle would rise like this, and the rotors would flex up, you know, like this right here. Only chance of it rubbing the body would be idle probably. But when this rain and this cold and this snow and everything else finally goes away, I'll put all these master air screws on this X16 GPS, and I'm going to take this baby out and I'm going to test them. I'm going to test and see if my theory is correct. But any old way, I just wanted to share that with my YouTube family about these new style master air screw props with the nuts built into the hub, which will probably make it a lot easier. But I don't mind the old school style. I mean, these props here, they costed like $15 and let's just say $16 plus shipping. And let's say I think the shipping was like $2, so it's like $18 for a whole set. It's probably a little expensive to some, but believe me, these props right here, these work wonders on the Up Air 1, and that Up Air 1's way heavier than this one. And immediately when I put those on there and I tested it, I noticed a immediate difference in lift-off ability. Lift-off, what do you say, lift-off effort. It was a less effort in lifting off, and it seemed like I gained a little bit of flight time, because you notice looks like the center of the blade and the blades are a little bit fatter, a little bit wider. I hope this camera's picking this up here. It's a little bit fatter, We're going to find out. And plus, I don't know why, but they are. The tip is flared up a little bit. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with flight characteristics or noise or whatever like that, but hey, if they work on the Up Air 1, it'd be a cakewalk for this thing, because this don't weigh nothing compared to the Up Air 1. And I will be putting on my Firefly Q6 camera, which has electronic video stabilization, so it's, in a way, it's kind of like a gimbal, but it's not a gimbal, but it's about the next best thing if you don't have a gimbal. And I have it also on my credit card mount, which also reduces and eliminates jello for the biggest part. And my friend Perth West Oz, David Grima in Australia, yes, he came up with the idea of putting Bug's 3 legs on the X16, and I still have them on both of mine. I got 2 of these puppies right here. I got them on both of them. Now, line of sight flying, I got these red stripes on the legs, and I got the red nose, I got the red stripes here, and red props for just orientizing my flights better. I'm not sure if there's such a word called orientizing, but I made it up. Yes, Pete, I'm ahead of you, brother. I got the what do you call it? Jumped the gun on that one. I got the first shot. Beat you to the punch. That's right. Orientizing. Okay, Pete, if you're watching, orientizing. That's a new word there, brother. But anyway, this is Birdman316, and you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening, wonderful morning, night, wherever you are. Sayonara.